S.O.S. by Agatha Christie. Read by Christopher Lee. "Ah," said Mr. Dinsmead appreciatively. He stepped back and surveyed the round table with approval. The firelight gleamed on the coarse white tablecloth, the knives and forks, and the other table appointments. Is everything ready?" asked Mrs. Dinsmead hesitatingly. She was a little faded woman with colourless face, meagre hair scraped back from her forehead, and a perpetually nervous manner. "Everything's ready," said her husband with a kind of ferocious geniality. He was a big man, with stooping shoulders and a broad red face. He had little pig's eyes that twinkled under his bushy brows, and a big jowl devoid of hair. "Lemonade?" suggested Mrs. Dinsmead, almost in a whisper. Her husband shook his head. "Tea. Much better in every way. Look at the weather, streaming and blowing. A nice cup of hot tea is what's needed for supper on an evening like this." He winked facetiously, then fell to surveying the table again. "A good dish of eggs, cold corned beef, and bread and cheese. That's my order for supper. So come along, get it ready, mother. Charlotte's in the kitchen, waiting to give you a hand." Mrs. Dinsmead rose, carefully winding up the ball of her knitting. "She's grown a very good-looking girl," she murmured. "Sweetly pretty, I say." "Ah," said Mr. Dinsmead, "the mortal image of her ma. So go along with you, and don't let's waste any more time." He strolled about the room, humming to himself for a minute or two. Once he approached the window and looked out. "Wild weather," he murmured to himself. "Not much likelihood of our having visitors tonight." Then he, too, left the room. About 10 minutes later, Mrs. Dinsmead entered, bearing a dish of fried eggs. Her 2 daughters followed, bringing in the rest of the provisions. Mr. Dinsmead and his son Johnny brought up the rear. The former seated himself at the head of the table. "And for what we are to receive, etc.," he remarked humorously, "and blessings on the man who first thought of tinned foods. What would we do, I should like to know, miles from anywhere, if we hadn't a tin now and then to fall back upon when the butcher forgets his weekly call?" He proceeded to carve corned beef dexterously. "I wonder whoever thought of building a house like this, miles from anywhere," said his daughter Magdalene pettishly. "We never see a soul." "No."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?